preferably a top 20 or something. But we will see where we can end up after doing these events. As always, so the first look and scores in this live stream. And then later on during the week, or the next 10 days, since it is a summit this time, we will see what we will do to improve the things. And then I will post videos of those things. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna go to the desktop if that works. I think it does. Because the first two events is a crew Speedtrap. I don't have a crew about here at 4 AM in the morning, so but we have done a run with one crew member, so I will start with a video this time.
From your channel.
And that is the crew, well, sort of the route we have to do in the crew Speedtrap. We'll just take the Hurricane. We're using the Hurricane because that is the fastest car to get here, and you can get top speed
automatically accepted
on all the cameras if you do this with a full crew.
I proposed, okay.
You proposed the event to me, so I just accepted the event, and then it's fine.
But did I propose it?
Just doesn't matter. Don't need top score. You need a full team here. That's for sure. So turn around here. That's usually I think that's the route we did. Although we changed it up the last time, but I can't remember. Oh, it's freaking great. It's raining. It's middle of the city. Getting about 50 FPS here. First camera we do is number 3 here. But like I said, it's with a full team you need to do this. The Hurricane in circuit spec can do 460 to 465 kilometers an hour if you get a good slipstream. And you need to get the top speed on all the cameras. Which of course we're not going to get here now, just me and one team member. Because I needed someone in to start up this event. This is sort of to show the route that we are doing. So we started with 3, now we go to the Las Vegas Strip here, and we are gonna go for number 2. Also here you need to get 460 plus. But seeing there are no lead-outs in front here, I'm not gonna get that. Anyway. This is pre-recorded footage.
Yeah,
We hit the brakes and we turn around.
After 4, after 5.
Yeah, we do 2 and then we do 4 and then we turn around to 5 and then you can either turn right if you can make it with this car, I don't know. So we can ignore this 4 and 5. Because you go through 5 first, but yeah, you need to go there. So camera number 4 is sort of the third one, although we went already through 5, but you can ignore that one. We are now turning around and now we're gonna do 5. So this time we ignore 4. And then you need to get that working with a full team and with traffic and the rain. It might be a problem, but it's gonna be the Hurricane, but it's faster than the Ninja. So now we go for 5. And once you the camera hits, you can reset. Makes it easier to take the turn here to the right. If you do this with a full team, with slipstream, of course you get a bit more time left. You need about, you can go right here and then turn there somewhere. You need about 35 seconds something to get back to number 1, which is the last one, and also the hardest one to get top speed on. And if you can get 465 on all 5 cameras, you will have an average of 465. It's pretty simple. So I score 387 here, which is only good for and then top speed on all the cameras if you do this with a full team. So a silver medal if you do this like we have done it now here. Somewhere between 460 and 465 is possible, I think. But the last camera is always a problem, also time-wise. Pretty short if you do it this route, but 387 I got out of it, but that is only good enough for 81st place, as you can see here. But like I said, this was pre-recorded footage. I have done a second event, which is the Hillclimb, and yeah, the skill tests are pretty simple. there are 3 bugged skill tests in that game, and or in this game. And the hill climb is one of them. It's just you take out a bike, you get hit by a friend, and you fly miles up, as you will see here. This is pre-recorded. You hit me with the tire hill climb. That is what it is.
Yeah,
If you hit me with the nose of the car, it's not working. It's about the tire, and then probably also. You take a bike, you put yourself here somewhere against the wall, and someone hits you with a monster truck or whatever. First time it didn't work. Second teammate shows up, and there we go.
You're flying?
Oh,
Where the fuck are you? 700 meters, 800.
And then it's all based on luck.
20K.
How high you fly is the points that you will get. It's pretty simple. That is how hill climbs
still
are
do
done
it,
for a couple of months,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's with the physics of the bikes. That's why this is one of the bugged skill tests in this game. So, hill climb done. Crew route I have shown, but once we have a full team tomorrow or so, or the few days after that, during the weekend, whatever, I will put footage up. The idea is to get over 460 kilometers average. Which brings us back to the game, if everything goes right. I think we are still okay. So, we had pre-recorded footage of that crew Speedtrap thing, and we had pre-recorded footage of the bugged hill climb. But we're not done with these bugged skills thing. We have 3 skill tests, as I said: a jump, a hill climb, and a speed. The speed is, a lot of people already are using Alt-Enter at the end. That switches your screen from full screen mode to windowed mode, or the other way around, and you get 1500 to 3000 points more if you do that at the end of the skill test. But you still need to drive it. I'm just gonna drive it normally in a second, and also the jump is a bit of a problem. We have a stunt race. We only have 1 time attack, which is a pretty much poor thing for a 10-day summit. So what we have done is the pre-recorded footage that I just showed, the speed trap and the hill climb. The speed trap, see, now I've done it only solo. It's only good for silver, 81st there. 4th in the hill climb though, with that bike thing. So let's see, move to the speed skill. Why not? I don't know where we're going either. So drag car, CTR3. We need wheel settings, obviously, to keep this thing on the road here. Manual. Gonna try with sensitivity and linearity in half, speed factor at 0, and bring down the throttle also to half, as well as the brake linearity, and then wheel settings, and save it up. Although I play with the keyboard, for those who don't know yet. Now, where are we going? That's a good question. Are we going that way or that way? What are people doing? Apparently we're going that way. I will have to do a few tests to see if I can see a ghost, and then figure it out. Okay, tires are already gone. Yodi yodi. It is nighttime, so traffic-wise it should be okay, but it also just has been raining. That might be a problem for the tires. Might have to bring the throttle down a bit, maybe. Or keep it in 3rd gear for the first part. It's easier to keep the tires cool in 3rd gear. Kinda wonder, do I lose the multiplier there in that corner by hitting that fence or not? Probably, for a second. Holy moly. Okay, then we finished with a bang. What do we get here? 12,089, that's only good enough for 50th. But now I can load Dirk here, for instance, 4900, and see if we are at least going the right direction. Quickly gonna see. Yep, He is going that way. Okay, see if we can get anything more. I'm gonna try it in 4 though. Just need to be a bit careful in that first corner. It's already a problem. It's a speed skill, so you have to stay within the white lines on the outside of the road. And keep an eye on your tires. They're a bit too hot already, which is a bit of a problem because at this point somewhere you need to hit the boost. I think I'm gonna bring down the 12,500, 37th. Might be a good idea to do it at this time. Oh, what is it? 3:25 AM in game time. Not so much traffic. But I'm gonna bring down a few things. Sensitivity 40, linearity also 40. Throttle maybe even 30. See if that helps to not heat up the tire so much. Switch to fourth quickly. And try not to mess up this corner this time. Have to jump over that car. Okay, so you lose the multiplier on the jump, depending on where you land apparently. And I can better hit that car and start again. I'm gonna do one more run and that will do for now, because we have other stuff to do. Fourth gear. Didn't lose the multiplier this time. And you lose the tires here. So maybe I have to keep it in third gear anyway. Should be able to get around 14,000-15,000 I get to get a decent score, I'm assuming. There are some people with 16,000, but those are wheel drivers. And again I land on the 4 wheels and I lose the multiplier. A bit of a problem. So it's not even that. It's only bugged, but it's only also an annoying one. You lose the car there on that little bump thing. And then you hear somewhere you need to hit neutral. That is for sure. But not like this. If you lose the multiplier 3 times, there's no point. Try again. That's a more clean run. Not good enough, it's not fast enough, but definitely cleaner. 13,062, 22nd. Top 25 for the first look and scores will just do fine. That's how we do things. You work your way up during the rest of the 10 days. So, 4th in the Hillclimb. 22nd for the speed skill, which we just done, and 83rd for the Speedtrap. But that's only a solo run as a Speedtrap. Then we go to the jump. Skills. Not really. Nothing to do with skills. All have to do with luck. Can repair this car. You also do not need a team here, and you probably don't even need wheel settings either. We'll just do not in dead zone. Stay away from the dead zone. Keyboard settings is vibration dead zone to the at 0 to the minimum, and all the rest to the maximum. That's how I play. No, it's a jump, and for some reason I lose speed with the CTR3 if I do jumps. So I'm gonna use the. It's a long jump, so you have to use a drag car. So what are we going to do is try to get away from the. There are a few options here. First, we're gonna do a normal jump and see what we can score. And then I can say what is needed, but if we're gonna get that, that's another story. Oh. I do need manual gears though. So, let's start with the normal jump. Just started a bit in front of the starting gate. What can we score? 24,000. Okay, retry. Oh my god. Go for a bit further and see what we can get that way. About 500 kilometers an hour, you should be able to get more now. And then you end up in this trailer park thing. But it's all relative, trust me. 26,000, so we just jumped 207 plus spots, 101st now. Okay. Now you can do this with slipstream and then you probably get 31, 33,000, something like that. But that's all relative. Oh, freaking great. Fast travel, put you next to the ramp. Seriously? And then we come to the way to score points on this long jump. That's why it's a little bit bugged. You need some luck to bounce off a white post at the end. Speed about 480 kilometers an hour. You sort of have to go left here, as you see there. And I missed the pole. If you can bounce on that pole on top of the white posting, you can score about 40, somewhere between 40 and 50,000. But you need a lot of luck, because sometimes you crash on the post, sometimes you will fall off of it, things like that. Let's try again. Short shift to forward, hit the nitro, and sort of go through the J of jump, and then you're gonna get close to that post here. And a bit too fast and a bit next to it, and you just jump and jump and jump till you finally get that one score. Let's see what the situation is at this moment. In the ranking on the skill itself, we have one with 47,000, done exactly the same way in the front leaderboard for this summit. 42,500, and he's also first in overall. So 42,500 at this moment, the best score. But yeah. It can get higher. It's all based on the luck. I'm gonna put a hood cam on. That maybe gives you a better idea where I am. So to go through the J of jump, and you fly towards that post, and I just missed it. And you sort of have to bounce up again, and then you can land somewhere a bit behind the trailer park thing there, somewhere on the left. Surprisingly got a score though. If you use a 370Z, it's good enough. You do not need to go to the grass. It's good enough if you turn around here in the beginning of the ramp. Just when the grass stops here, turn around, stay a bit on the right side. At least go to third gear before the jump here. There you go. Forward, hit the nitro. Go through the J of jump. Hit that posting here. Oh, and I just missed it by an inch again. Oh my duty. And it is like that. 24,800, yeah, the scores are all relative. It's only based on that one lucky jump you can get there. We'll try a few attempts, but then we just leave it as it is because aim for the J of jump. Gonna get close again. No, and I missed it again. And we try again. Gonna start from the retry position and see what if that's doable. 450, that's gonna be too short. Nope. But you saw the ghost go there. He got a hit. He bounces up again of that white post, and yeah, that's what it always has been here. Occasionally this long jump comes back, and then on this one, this is what you need to do. On the other one, you need to go with a bike, turn it around 180 degrees and land on its head and bounce up, stuff like that. Normal jumps, no, not in this game. Looking good this time. Okay. And this time we flew up all the way straight, and then you get crash cam activation. You score 29,900. There you go, 21,900. I already know the scores are out of my head. It's always the same. That's if you had a good bounce, but I flew too straight up. And then you get crash cam activation and you score 21,900. But you get the idea. So you do not even need a team for and if you forget to steer, then you get this situation. And the problem with this jump is, it is on your screen in the summit event list there. It's the left one of the 3 skill tests, and that means it will count the most. Out of those 3 skills, the hill climb will not count that much. That's already a good thing, because that's bug skill number 1. The speed skill will count for a bit, and yeah, that is alt enter bullshit. Here you definitely see the ghost bounce up there. And then you have this luck bounced thing here, and that is the skill test that matters the most in the summit of 10 days. Are you freaking kidding me? And it's not that they do not know. Oh, beat up the tires, not enough speed. It's not that they don't know. We reported it several times, but of course they're not doing anything about it, because yeah, the Crew 2 is planned and they're working on that, and they're not doing anything about this. You have these speed hackers showing up here last week. 2 seconds in the drag. First place in drag, 2 seconds. There you see the bounce in from that ghost guy, and he lands here somewhere in front of me. 21.5 again. I'll give it one more shot, but you can be jumping here for an hour, 2 hours, maybe even more before you actually get it. If you're really lucky, you do 4 or 5 jumps and you have it, and you're done for the rest of the 10 days, because the rest of the people will always have to try this as well, and some people are lucky, looks good, nope, not enough speed, and then you crash onto the post and stuff like that. Then you get 0 points. But you get the idea. That jump, only one way to score if you want to be in the top 15, top 20, maybe even top 25. And that's that way. Hit that twice posting. Yeah, it's not the most fun summit this time. That's for sure. Last week or 2 weeks ago it was pretty fine. We had a race line, we had an escape, and we had a scramble. There's nothing wrong with those skill tests. There are no bugs or whatever. Now we have the 3 bug skills. We have a jump where you have to bounce up stuff based on luck, nothing to do with skills or teamwork or anything. Nope, pure on luck. Hill climb, it's a crap with hitting the bike, as shown in the pre-recorded footage. And the speed skill, yeah, there you need to put some effort in, but the jump is the most counting of the 3 skill tests, so you need to hit that white post if you want to be in the top spots. Drift drag, let's do the drag. Doesn't matter that much. Also, that needs to be done with a team to get some good scores, so I'm just gonna set a solo. So, settings. All driving help, as always. Automatic. All driving help gives better starts than sport or hardcore, and the same goes for automatic instead of manual. Unless you can go to manual, and then you also need to use the clutch here instead of automatic. You need to put it on manual as well, and then you get a little faster time, but not that much. Other than that, just on keyboard settings, doesn't matter that much. Anything else that we changed? Nope, we do not change anything, although people sometimes think that. I've changed the FPS to 30, that is for sure. It's all about FPS, the drag. That's the only thing that matters. VSync on preset customs. I'm showing this because some people are thinking that I'm using whatever it is. 8 times MSA. No, anti-aliasing is at FXAA at my end. And my settings are all on high and ultra, as you can see. For those who are thinking that there are people out there trying to lower the settings and then 8 times MSAA and they try to get it, and it's not that. It's not that, because it gives them random FPS. And that's where the problem is, the random FPS. You need to get a steady FPS, and an exact number will give you the fast times. Anyway, the drag, I believe it's on the Bonneville flats here, so... CTR, well, if seeing I'm doing the solo, probably the CTR. But that is at 1497 for the skill test, so that's no good. Needs to be 1299. So what are we gonna use? Where's my Viper? My Viper is at 1299. I will take the Viper then. It's possible the Viper is even in a team might be the better here, because it's a pretty short one. And this one has fast acceleration, but... I put it at 30 FPS. The reason for that is pretty simple. Get faster times at 30 FPS than at 60. But all gonna be relative. Silver or gold, I guess. Since I'm doing this solo, you need slipstream from teammates here to get the platinum, I think. But we'll see. 13.3. Yeah, that can be about correct. I say correct because I know that, like, if you do this in a team, you gonna about a second faster, I think. But with the steady FPS thing, yeah, pretty simple. You always get the 60, if you put it on 60 or on 30, you get like the steady FPS, and that is kind of important. And all those people messing about with 8 times MSA, they get random FPS. They get 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and it varies between those numbers. Because they're sort of trying to create lag, and yeah, that's where the problem is. It's not steady, it needs to be steady. But they don't get it and they keep trying. That's fine. The third and last run, because I'm not gonna bother here. Like I said, you need a team here to get, I believe 12.5, 12.4, something like that is first time at this moment, so if you do the solo, you're about a second behind them. Let's see. 13,300, 218th, okay. 12.531 is first place at this moment. That's done in a team, obviously. But can go faster, I think 12.4, 12.3 maybe. Something like that. Okay, so, few things we need to change again. Back to 60 FPS. Sport, manual, sensitivity about 60, something like that. Linearity I'm gonna keep it at 100. Speed factor at 40. Throttle 80 or 90, something like that. Let's take 90. Wheel settings. And we go in with our drag card, doesn't matter. because we're gonna do what I just changed there was put it on drift settings, or at least we'll see if it works. What are we looking for here? 467 is the first place, so 400,000. I don't know which rack it is. It's a summit, so you can use all your cars, so we're gonna go for the RX-7, obviously, which is considered to be one of the best. It's RX-7 or BMW M5 sometimes, if you need longer slides. But normally I always take the RX-7 and... But I don't know, we'll see which track it is. Might be M5 or Viper here, although it will probably work with this one. Oops. It's been a while since we've done this track. Switching between second and third gear now. These twisty corners, second gear might be the better option. Go in third, you need to play around with the throttle more here, at least on this track. I've been throwing the car a bit around too much, so this is not gonna be that good. Well, might be good to some, but not to me. 324,000. The slides were not long enough in some of these corners. Gonna try one more try. I think in some parts of the map you need third gear so that you can do a longer slide in that corner. In the beginning it's a bit twisty, so third gear might be a bit too much, or you could bring down the throttle, that might work as well. Just gonna do a run in second gear and see what happens then. Been playing around with the gears a bit in the first run. It made us lose some speed here in the beginning. I needed that bounce to not lose the multiplier. Was a bit bad steering of my part. To switch the angle is with the settings I'm using, it's pretty simple. Go off throttle and steer. Immediately go off throttle, it immediately flips it over to the other side. Other than that, you control the steering with the throttle more than anything, with not steering that much. From this moment on you probably can go to third. Then you could have taken that corner in one slide, I think. Now I have to flick it every time in those corners. Put it in third gear now. Just not 400,000. But that will do, because the drift is one of those events that's hardly counting in the overall ranking. 15th now, that's more like it. Top 25 for the first look and scores, that's what we are looking for. So, 171th, or first, 171st, that's how you say it in English. That means after, let's see, the 3 skill tests, crew tap, the drag and the drift. 6 events, 3 events to do, and we already made it into the platinum. Of course, only silver in the Speedtrap scene, I haven't done that in the team, and the drag trial, same reason, also not done it in the 3. So we have Monster Arena, Brand Time Attack and a Stunt Race. Monster Arena, just gonna go for Sport, Automatic. If you put it on manual on PC, it gives a camera bug thing on some of those things. So just gonna go for change the camera. So just on keyboard settings. Which arena? No idea. We will see. I saw people scored 70,000 and like Hujitsuki, which is sort of the pro guy in the Monster Arena and stunt races. He scored 80. So I'm assuming it's not the Mountain States Arena, because there you can score 90,000 or even over 100 if you're really experienced in this thing. So it's gonna be my guess, either Chicago, Midwest, or the South Arena. Gonna go with the Skyline, and then we go from there. East Coast was last week, so I'm assuming they're not gonna go end up on the East Coast again, but you never know. Where are we? We are in the South. Then we can score, if everything goes right, around 70,000, if I'm not mistaken. Are we gonna get that? Probably not, but... we do get the perfect start though, 10k start. Perfect start even. $21,800, that's not a bad start. Here's where the first problem comes. You sort of have to go a bit left of this 1000 or you're not getting it, as you can see. I just jumped through it and I'm not getting it. Freaking annoying. Here you brake, steer, and go off the brakes, back on the throttle, and then you get like a 1200 combination. Pretty good run, other than the fact that we flew through that 1000 there, which we didn't get. It's kinda annoying. At least we're getting this one, but yeah, we didn't get the other one. Did I get that last combination? I have no idea, but this is a pretty decent run, if you ask me. 77,000. Yep, second position. That will do for now. 86,000 is Fujitsuki. He's too good for me. I cannot get there. His scores. He does even more combinations, so no. Congrats to him. Sometimes people are better. You just have to live with it. What are we? 88. Okay. So, Stunt Race left and Brand Time Attack. Let's go with the Brand Time Attack. Ferrari F40, I was kinda surprised to see that. I thought that is good. We had a great track starting in Roswell through the Grand Canyon last year, but no. They fucked it up again. They have chosen again that same track that we used, what is it, 2 weeks ago? San Francisco or so, or Las Vegas or whatever we are. An annoying track, depending on traffic and all that. And on lucky wall bounces and stuff like that. At least we have a Ferrari F40, which is kind of an okay car. Performance spec though. Problem number one is that wall here. Where is it? Here. That was already not a good bounce. An annoying traffic. Jeez. Problem number two, the yellow wall there. Yeah, sort of got away with it. Was not very clean though. Get out of the way, lady. Coming through. Behind the tree here. Not the most stable car though. Also, that was not a very good bounce, costing us all a bit of seconds here and a bit of seconds there, and we result in a 151. That good enough? No, far from. You need a time around 145. But it will do for now, I think. Let's see where we are. 37th. We'll see where it puts us in the overall. 34th. 50 places jump. To give an idea, the Brand Time Attack is an event which matters a lot for the overall. The same with the main event normally. In this case that will the Stunt Race, then the jump, drag, most counting usually. So the Stunt Race is left. Okay. It's dirt, I saw. We need manual. Otherwise you're gonna have some problems. We need dirt. So a dirt bike. The bikes. Where is it? If it's lately, well, in the past we used the BMW, but lately the lighter bikes, the KTM and especially the Kawasaki are better. But in dirt, there's only one option. The Ducati Monster 1200. That's the best for these things. 34th. Let's see what this Stunt Race does. Should be able to get into the top 20 with solo drag score. And there are a lot of people who haven't done all the events yet. And also the jump needs to... I need to hit that post, as you can see. 101st with just a normal jump. What are we looking for? Fujitsuki again. Also in stunt races he's kinda outstanding, just like in the Monster Arena. 144,000, 121,000 I see there, 110. Yeah, I can get top 5, I think. If everything goes right. Where are we? Los Angeles. There is some sort of dirt track in the middle of this city somewhere, and that's where we are. We have to do 3 laps on this thing, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since we have been on this track, but it's a pretty decent one. But I don't know where we can use a double, where we can use a triple, so we'll see. That's a double and a flip. Should have been a triple though, but I'm gonna go for 4th gear to start with. Normally we use 5th gear, but this is a pretty... Okay, cannot be a double apparently, unless we get more speed. This gotta be an awesome. Okay, we can do 5 there. Just doing a test run. We'll do a proper run suddenly. Here probably a single one. Yeah, that's definitely gotta be 5-1. Boring it says, that's the 5-1. That can be a double triple. Here the same I think. Maybe even a triple awesome. And then we are back, and then we need to do okay. 2 more laps. Now let's do a proper run, shall we? Somewhere above 100,000 should not be a problem, especially if you can do the trick with the flat bike. What is the trick? Well, instead of doing the backflip and then start steering, it's the other way around. You first steer and then you do the backflip, and then you get an extra flip on landing. It's easier said than done though, but just gonna do a simple backflips here in the beginning. To get a bit perfect landing. Same here, just gonna do some backflips. Gonna concentrate on the big ramps for now. 4th gear will do for this one I think, maybe even 5th. Put the bike flat. Put it down. A bit too hard and then you get only triple. We're gonna do a single one here. Not even sure this is a 5th gear track though. That was a good one. Ouch. That was not a good one. But yeah, 36,000 for the first lap, that's not bad I guess. Gonna go for 4th gear in this section here. Seems to work better. I'm gonna keep it in 4th and see if that works here. Yeah, it definitely works. But if you doubt between 4 or 5 flips, then you get that situation. Again, hesitation. We'll get it together by the end of the week. Scored around 130 or so. Kinda like these things. Instead of the boring drag and drift, that's always the same. Hello? Apparently we missed a checkpoint somewhere, guys. Okay. Oh, we flew over here. So we have to do this part of the map again. But we're still on schedule though. 2 laps done, 70,000, well we'll do. We'll end up with 100,000 or so. And you probably can also go next to the finish and do an extra combination on that ramp behind it. I just noticed. There are some options here and this was not a very good run. Because I missed a lot of landings and stunts and... 111,000 third place. Okay. It will do for the first look and scores. But it's definitely not good enough. I need second place here. At least. Well. Second place. I cannot get Hujitsuki in the monster, I can also not get him in the stunt race. Too good. Now, 9 events done, the rest doesn't count for the overall, the rest is bugs related. 13th place. So we definitely have some work to do. Well, not that much though. Need to do a drag trial with a team, I need to do a Speedtrap with a team, and then we already probably gonna be close to the top 5. And if you get some decent jumps done, you will be in the top 5. And then you go from there. The Monster Arena was a pretty good run. The stunt race can definitely be improved. The brand time can be improved. The drift trial, 400,000 can be definitely gotten there, although it doesn't matter that much for the overall. So, 13th. After doing all the events, and half of the stuff needs to be done with the team, so I can definitely improve here. What did we do during the month? Let's have a look. 2nd overall in Colossus, 3rd overall in Mountain Day, and 2nd overall in the last one, Roma 2 DC. So that's fine, and that's sort of what we're aiming for. A top 5 by the end of the week, I always say, but it's 10 days. 10 days, ladies and gentlemen, for this stupid summit with only 1 time attack. Way too long, but yeah, it is what it is, and we have to deal with it. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.